I am the widow Catherine Tapp, and this is my farm on the battlefield of the wilderness. For 2 days my family and I witnessed this terrible and costly battle that took place on and around my farm, fields and cabin. Join me on my porch and I will tell you about the opening of the battle by Grant against Ewell's Confederates on the Orange Turnpike, about Yankee General Hancock attacking and almost destroying A.P. Hill's corps on the Orange Plank Road. I will tell you of General Longstreet coming the next day to the rescue with his Texans in the lead. On my farm, General Lee wanted to lead the men to battle, but they told him they would not go forward unless he went to the rear, as they did not want to lose him in battle. But later Longstreet was wounded severely. Grant did not retreat. He sidestepped to the south and moved on to Richmond from my farm. Join me and I will tell you about these things I witnessed with my own eyes. In the tangled woods of Virginia, where the towering trees stood tall, in the Overland Campaign of '64, Grant and Lee answered the call. Through the thickets and the brambles, through the smoke and choke and fire, blue and gray were pulled together by a war that would not tire. Warren's Union men met Ewell's rebels on the Orange Turnpike Road, volley after crashing volley neath the forest's heavy load. Cannon thunder, blind and broken lines dissolved in choke and haze. Men fought ghosts among the trees in that dark and deadly maze. Oh, the battle of the wilderness, where the Union pressed the fight. Grant would not turn back those 2 days. He held fast through fire and night. He would not retreat nor falter, though the cost was grimly found. For the fate of one united land, the war moved south around my farm on to Richmond. Hancock struck along the Orange Plank Road with the dawn still cold and gray. A.P. Hill's worn rebel ranks stood shaken as the blue tide surged their way. His men were spent and nearly shattered, holding on by will alone, when the rebel line bent backward and the breaking point was shown. Then Longstreet came at first light, with the Texans leading on my Tapp farm. Fresh gray ranks surged through the smoke, and the Union line was gone. Lee rode forward with the column, sword in hand, intent to lead, but the men cried out in warning as they closed the widening breach. Lee to the rear, they shouted, General, stay where you command. We will not see you fall today by any Yankee hand. Oh, the battle of the wilderness, where the Union pressed the fight. Grant would not turn back those 2 days. He held fast through fire and night. He would not retreat nor falter, though the cost was grimly found. For the fate of one united land, the war moved south around my farm on to Richmond. sick and dire. Longstreet fell by Southern bullets, cruel the turn of Jackson's fate. Friend from foe was lost in shadow, orders drowned in roar and flame, and the wounded burned where they lay as the forest fed the flame. Still the fighting would not end there, though the dead lay thick below. No clear victory crowned the day, just the cost of blow for blow. Yet while Lee held fast his army and the field was left unclear, Grant looked south beyond the smoke to a road to victory that led from my farm. Oh, the battle of the Wilderness, where the Union pressed the fight. Grant would not turn back those 2 days, he held fast through fire and night. He would not retreat nor falter, though the cost was grimly found. For the fate of one united land, the war moved south around my farm on to Richmond